So this is the pumpkin that I got in Taipei at the market. The recipe calls for 4 cups, and this pumpkin would make 8 cups worth. So I cut it in half and decided just to use the other half and freeze it later for maybe making a soup. But you could always double the recipe if you wanted to. And then you'll also want to clean out the inside, so just scoop out the seeds and then wash and clean the inside. Then you're going to want to cut the pumpkin. You can use a knife, which I've seen done. I found that to be more wasteful and it took a lot longer. So instead I prefer to use a peeler, which saves more of the pumpkin and it takes a lot less time to do. Next, you're going to want to chop the pumpkin. In Vietnam, they cut the pumpkin really, really thin, but I didn't have the patience for that, so I just made little 1-inch cubes. And then next, you're going to want to chop your garlic. So make sure that you chop it really thin and fine to a minced or a crushed. That's going to spread the flavor out a lot better. And then your chilies, so just thin slices for your chili peppers. I also cut up some green onions to put on the top as a garnish. And then I also have chopped peanuts that I just ground in my, my little grinder for topping as well. So here are all the ingredients. We have pumpkin, green onions, hot red chili peppers, peanuts, garlic, a vegan fish sauce, and brown sugar, and also salt and pepper. For the vegan fish sauce, I will give you the recipe for that down below so that you can make your version if you'd like. So then you're going to want to saute some garlic and just saute it until it turns nice and brown. And I added a little bit of pepper in there. Then once your garlic is brown, you'll add in the pumpkin and you'll let that saute for a few minutes and just mix it around and make sure the garlic coats it. And then you'll add in a cup of water and you're gonna let the pumpkin sit in the water with the garlic for about 5 minutes and it'll start to soften. And then you're gonna want to add in the chili peppers. I added in a lot. We like it really spicy. You may want to reduce this or omit if you don't like it too spicy. Next, you add in a tablespoon of fish sauce and then your tablespoon of brown sugar. You'll probably want to adjust this later, and so you'll just stir it around and get this really coated to make sure all the pumpkin and the peppers are all coated. Let that simmer for a while longer and it will start to thicken up. And this is about the time that I did a little taste test and realized that I wanted a little bit more brown sugar in and a little bit more of the fish sauce. So I added those, and just make sure here to do it to taste. And then once you have that all stirred and mixed again, you're pretty much done. I added the peanuts right at the end while it was gonna saute for just a few minutes longer, and the green onions, and stirred that around. And then the dish was pretty much complete and ready to serve. And this is the final product. It turned out really well. We both really loved it.
Damn!